garden in the Polytunnel. And what can I say? All I can say about this is welcome to the jungle. We've had several great harvests already, and we're just going to do another one today. I'll show you the pictures and then we'll have a walk through, do a bit of harvesting. So here we are in the central aisle of the Polytunnel. I just got them off the right hand side, but there's a lot more here, so we'll start picking these tomatoes. These are Sun Baby, cherry type, yellow tomato. Got quite a few of these. See if I can get them with one hand. But anyway, a bit about this tunnel is it's a second-hand tunnel. It's 40 foot by 20 foot. It costs £200 for the frames, and then I ordered the plastic from where was it? First Tunnels. That's a great company, by the way. Nice to deal with on the phone. And yeah, so we had a bit of an issue with the actual plastic coming, which had been damaged. Right, okay, I do take tomatoes slightly ripe because they will go red over a couple of days, and if I leave them then the slugs will get them. So here we are. So that was, what plant was that? That was Marmande, that one. And there we're back onto the Sun Baby. Quite a few yellow tomatoes coming here as well. Yeah, so what was I saying? So yes, it was a second-hand tunnel. We got the plastic from First Tunnels, and the plan was to get it up as soon as possible and get growing. But last year we missed the season altogether, and all we could manage in here was a few grow bags. The doors were open all the time. There were no doors on the tunnel, so it was kind of a bit cold, and the harvest was very late in the season and it weren't very good either. So once we got the doors on this year, the growth in here has been absolutely phenomenal compared to what it were last year, which is probably all because of the doors. But unfortunately, early on in the year, with the heat and the damp, we were getting a lot of blight, and I'll show you some of that in a second. Let's get these tomatoes off here. This is a crushed heart tomatoes. I ordered these after seeing Charles Dowding saying there was a good tomato, and he wasn't wrong. They're absolutely fantastic, and I think the biggest tomato I've ever grown was on here, but it got a bit of grey mould and had to bin it. But there is two here which I've started to take. I had to take off. It's just starting to get a bit of mould there, but we'll cut that out. Hopefully it'll go red, but that's the kind of size of them. Yeah. They're excellent flavour. Here we are with some Sun Gold F1, which this, unfortunately, this plant does have some blight on it. So we're going to lose these tomatoes. I'm going to cut it out. And if you look at the stem there, you see the blight. And now that's all soggy and rotten, and it's starting to spread up the stem. And it's not only that one, we have another one on this side starting, so you can see the blight starting there. So we pick what tomatoes we can off these two plants. If they ripen up, they ripen up. If not, nothing lost, they just go in the bin. We've got plenty. Like I say, my freezers are full already with harvest. Anyway, so back to the tunnel. We'll go back down this aisle. I think I've got a little selection off here. All these plants are stock plants for creating a food forest from fruit outside in the garden. So we've got lots of cuttings. We've got currant cuttings, goji berries, blueberries, honeyberries, raspberries, blackberries, loganberries, boysenberries. We've got cuttings and plants growing of every berry, and we've got some carrots there as well, and some 5 foot tall marigolds. So anyway, this is a final aisle up this side, and we've got, so hopefully we was going to grow everything in an organic way, which we have managed to do. All the compost I bought from here has been organic, apart from the first set of soil which we got from local builders merchants, which weren't very good. It was just about 5 or 6 ton bags, but it did give an initial outlay, an initial covering of a surface, which was done in a no-dig way with compost and with soil and cardboard laid down to cover the weeds. So getting a bit lost, but so just like Charles Darwin's no dig, that's the method we used in here. And what can I say, it's been fantastic. See how that tray is building up now, and we've got more sun gold here. The freezers are full of passata, soup and sauces, so now we have to start preserving in jars. So all these sun gold are going to get dehydrated, thrown in a jar with some some virgin olive oil and some garlic and maybe some peppers. I think that was a bad one, that tomato. Anyway, let's have a look. Oh no, it's okay, we'll get it in. And that's sun gold. And here, have a look at these tomatoes. You'll see little grey spots, which I believe are failed grey mould spores from the research I could find, because we did get some with rot on a month or two ago. If you think of blossom end rot, but we were getting it on the top of the tomatoes, so we lost a few kilos of tomatoes with that. Anyway, back up the last aisle here. We also have, apart from all the tomatoes, I planted a squash down at the bottom of the tunnel, and it's already made its way up here 30-40 feet up the tunnel. Unbelievable. So without even a single squash on it, I've been pollinating them where I can, and it's still not produced. So I don't know what I've done wrong there, but we shan't be growing them in here again. Here we've got some jalapeno peppers. We'll just take a few of them, some of the big ones, flavour the soups. Again, I found a few peppers with holes in. I don't know what's causing the holes, but it's possibly slugs or woodlice, because there's a lot of wood chip here in the paths, so I'm thinking maybe the woodlice have been in. And here in the middle of this bed we have asparagus, peppers and blueberries, and the blueberries have done amazing. And what else have we got in here? Some more peppers there. I'm not sure what variety they are at the moment, but they're growing well. So abundance everywhere, stuff growing everywhere, all organically grown from the initial spread of barting soil. And we're nearly up at the end of the tunnel. I probably missed a few talking, but this is a Thai bird's eye chilli, absolutely full of chilies, which are all going to be maybe turned into a source. You can see that one there, it's got a bad spot on it, which we're getting on a few of them. That's just growing veggies. Sorry, there's another few to pick up here. What type is that? That's a rose kush, which is quite a big tomato. These are the sun gold, or are they? Sun baby, sorry. More here. I wasn't going to grow any sun baby this year because I keep getting that little bit of rust on them. It doesn't seem to spoil them in any way, but it doesn't look very nice. So we'll cross that off our list for next year. And we're still picking, still getting lots of tomatoes. We haven't had many from up this end of the tunnel. I don't know, it must be a colder spot here where it gets less sunshine. But that's meant to be tigerella, size of a pea. I've never seen tigerella tomatoes that small. I'm not wasting them. Oh, them solar panels are going to drive a fan, by the way. I don't want to use all my electric on it. And there you go. Asparagus, the 3 patches of asparagus we have in between these 2 larger beds are doing fantastic. As soon as these tomatoes are done, down both sides here, we'll get them all cut out, and then we'll start the winter planting again of garlic, elephant garlic, onions, purple sprouting broccoli, cauliflowers, all the overwintering veg I can think of, which will all be ready for planting, for taking out and planting tomatoes early next May. So that's the plan in here. It's worked so far. Like, subscribe. If you want to see the fruit forest created, and if you want to see the final crops from in here being harvested, and then having a coat of compost created by the which was created by the chickens, spread in here, and then we'll be planting the garlic. Luckily the garlic ends early in here and gets harvested before the tomatoes get planted. So that's the plan, that's the method. Wishing you all the best, everybody. Have a great day. Happy growing. Catch you later, mate. There we go, that's today's little harvest. I'll get back in, get some cooking done, and then we'll come back in here and give a bit of a haircut to all the plants and get them 2 plants out which have blight on, which are up at the end there somewhere, before it spreads, and we'll maybe get the fan back on for a couple of days while it's a bit damper. Catch you later.